And welcome back here to Martinez, and let's move on. This is a slow-burning game, but I'm really enjoying it. Let's see here. Let me just look in my inventory one more time. I feel like we checked out some things and cleaned up a few items that were on us last time, and now let's just kind of go through... Oh, I know what we're doing. We're waiting for Kingdom of Conscience. Also, White Morning. So Kingdom of Conscience we have here. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. So we're working on our empathy, I think. And that's going to take us an hour 25. So we're going to get close to that today. We'll see how we do there. But let's just look at our missions, as they say. Yeah, and we're getting some more clothes. We have a ledger on us. Lovely. Get a hold of a sad song. Track down our gun. We need to go ask this guy... Yeah, let's go do that real quick. Also, what time can we sleep? I feel like we can do that anytime, and we might want to, so. Oh, things are kicking. Oh, there's a bunch of people around. Alright, well, first of all, let's just do what we're doing. Let's talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
Yeah, here's your trash container key. So about that money I owe, can I get a drink? By the way, trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Ah, there we go. That introduced us. I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container? Let's ask that instead of just accusing.
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
Oh, sure.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Okay. How about who could someone on your staff have put them there? Let's ask that.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and
there we go.
I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Now, I'm going to be an ass here and say maybe you don't remember putting them there.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Probably. All right, let's talk about something else. Actually, can you pour me a drink?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
Hey.
He sounds irritated.
Yeah, some attitude there. No, nothing's there. Say nothing. I'm going to say nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
I'm going to say why.
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
He's got the tooth.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Okay, so we could just go off and say, I want a fucking drink, asshole. Or, you don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. Or 3, I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, you need to insert alcohol into my hand. Fine, then. I had something else I needed. I'm going to say you don't understand the seriousness. No, I'm an alcoholic-operated detective. How about that?
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
Glass, pineapple. You do not want to taunt me, not when it comes to marinellas. I'm going to say glass.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
Okay, we'll say, by the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
All right, let's get out of here. Speaking of which, I don't know that we can do anything with that yet. Let's see, who do we have here? Oh, a bottle, okay. We still have the bag in our hand. I feel like all these people are a little different. Who's this? Can we not talk to you? Some people just aren't relevant. What about this dude who was passed out in the corner? He's still sleeping?
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Let's wake him.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Let's give it a shot. Wake up. This is an order. I am the law.
Why the yelling, man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look. You're alive. You looked out for the long count there. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. I need you to answer some questions right now. I'm going to say you're alive.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
He seems pissed. See anything interesting in your dreams? Ooh. Tell me about Wild Pines. Point to the writing on his overalls. Yeah. Why are you sleeping here while others are out striking? Who's behind organizing the strike? What about the dead body in the yard? Yours. Point at the bottle and spilt rum. What about the dead body first?
Yeah, what about it?
You seem cool with it. Do you have any of those hanging from the trees here? I'm just about to find out what you know about it. I'm going to say you seem cool with it.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
He respites.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Someone has to look into it. Looks like I'm that someone. Tell me what you know. Well, little point asking you about the body then. I got other questions. I'm going to say someone has to look into it.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
Oh, trouble's ahead.
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
All right. See anything interesting? Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
Oh, do you now? Logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
I'm going to say that's wonderful.
Logistics? No. It's a nightmare.
He lets his head fall back on the table. All right, let's see. How about who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader? Right. I guess that makes sense somehow. You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard.
Right,
He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
And how about that rum, that bottle there?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
I'm going to say nothing.
He rubs his face before burying it in his hands. You can hear a faint snore.
You know, I could ask him about his dreams and the striking. I just feel like, as I roleplay this, you know, some of you might be upset I don't go through every single thing. I want to roleplay this a little bit.
The dock worker
play with our
doesn't
path.
answer. His head is already back down on the table.
Right. Maybe we got out of him what we were going to get anyway. Let's see. How about, what were you up to again?
Hello again, sweetie.
Her gray eyes shine above the rims of her glasses. How do you like to roll with me? Haha. Sweetie needs money. I thought we've gotten through this. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I'm going to say, how do you like to roll with us again?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. I'm going to say that.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Oh, am I now? All right. So, let's look at a few things here. What do we got? Did we get items? Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, we lost the keys, I think is what they're saying. Right. And just kind of look around again here. We have a blue oblong pen. We have colors, painting, postcard. We ended up getting the Yellow Man mug, which is a racist mug. Of course, there's no racism in this game. And who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. There, that was on our list. And then maybe we try to crash out and see what happens there. Here, Kuno. Oh, that body. That body.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I want to discuss the body with you again. Yeah.
The fuck about it?
Have you seen anybody around? Do you know who he was? How it got up there? More on this later.
You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost,
Okay. I have more questions about the crime scene. How about that?
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Point to the container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Right, about something else. Or I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit.
I love Kuno.
Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Yeah, we're not quite there. Oh, wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. All right, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about tampering. I'm investigating, and I already have pants. I'm going to say, wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
Performance gear.
The
No,
lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
I'm going to say, all right, entertain me about what's so great about these pants.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Savoir-faire.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Ha! Wait, I asked you what happened. I might be interested in the pants. No, Kuno, you don't know anything. Yep.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
Also, how about the mug that we found in the trash?
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
This guy's great. I love him. Yes. Does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yes. Does this adequate depiction of South Samoan man have anything to do with it? No. Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch. I'll call it racist.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? 'Cause he's the clothes fucker?
Maybe.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I was saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
All right, yeah, let's do that. That's what real cops do, huh?
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching! Get away from my Kuno.
She lets out a hiss even meaner than before. Exactly.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, let's go.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Well, you care a little bit. Now, what else could I do here? Let's see here. Who else has authorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person, you'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Okay, that's interesting. We have our map here. So, are the white ones the ones we can try again? Measure head, formidable, map wall, challenging, electronic doorbell. I just don't understand. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. The Hanged Man. Legendary. You know what? Is it gonna hurt us?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
We're gonna try to roll double sixes.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and
9?
breathe in.
Enough?
The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that? How about step closer?
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Industrial cargo. Okay, so from the docks. Well, let's see. Let's inspect the boots. Let's
The
go through it.
material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, they're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
So, soldier or somebody maybe sent with this whole strike thing? With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Oh, this is an important person then. What happened to the rest of it? The material looks out of place here. Knock on the boot. Pull the boot off. Let's go through it. What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
7 days, right?
We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
He nods toward Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. Okay. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. I'm going to say understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Right. The material looks out of place here. Yeah, who would be wearing this from where?
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Oh, bulletproof, huh? How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Oh, that's a lot, I take it? Well, of course it's a lot. 4 years' wages. Whatever it amounts to, they would come out of their pocket. Ka-ching, baby, nod to the boots. Should we get them?
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
That is what ka-ching means, yes. No, that's not what I meant. I'm going to say that is what ka-ching means, yes.
It means disciplinary hearing.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
What happened to the rest of it? Right, the material looks out of place. How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report, you say?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Sure we did.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
Right. These look pretty advanced for a security guard. Right. Especially if they're that expensive.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Okay. Can we knock on the boot?
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
They do look interesting, those boots. It's, stormtrooper armor, maybe.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
He points to the boots.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice.
We notice what?
The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Nice. Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drying ball point of his pen on his tongue. E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
All right, and then let's pull that boot off, right? What are we going to learn from that?
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yes, it's okay, we're doing
The
it.
stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Is it going to fall off? Finally?
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh,
Brutal!
maybe. What? Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Let go of the boot. Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why?
You're about to pull his head off.
Yeah, but then we get him down.
Do it, homo!
I'm not a homo. Although that's the bleeped out word they keep saying all the time, isn't it? The F word. It's horrible. They're crazy here. I'm not a homo. We don't need to protest. Who cares if we are or not? Do what? I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Well, how's the coroner going to know anything anyway with this body just laying here? That's
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots would go well with my bell-bottom pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. You said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them, earn some lucre. I'm sorry, I didn't want to take them off. I just thought I should try. I didn't even want to take them off. I'm going to say, are we not detectives? There may be clues.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides,
he taps the boot.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots.
Ooh, lovely.
They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Oh, because they didn't want to pop his head off? I don't know.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Sounds like a plan, except, steal a dead man's boots, but that would be dishonorable. Refuse for honor. Oh, do we accept or we refuse? Yeah, I'm going to refuse. I don't need those boots.
All right, then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points.
Uh,
How many honor points have you collected?
there are honor points? I don't believe there are. What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
What happened to the rest of it? I think we are out of here. Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Okay, inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck.
Polyester.
Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that, a word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
So it's a strap to a container that was by the docks for the brewery. I should get a drink. This is a bad time for a drink, right? Or we're not going to ask him. We'll just say I should get one.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the rope part.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Yeah, like in a harbor. I can't come up with anything other than a harbor. Like in a harbor.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. How did they even get him up there? Back off and look at the corpse. How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Point to the one at the side of the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion. Well, we're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it, eh?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah, no, they might have forgotten to brief me. My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay, we're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it, and also they sure wanted him to stay there. That polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
Got it.
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We can't just, saw through it, cut through. It's going to be tough. Maybe we have to cut the branch off. Or just pop his head off.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Right, well, let's check those tattoos now.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Really?
His corpse is marked by stars.
By stars, you say? What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Okay, is this a map of the night sky? Is this a microelectric system? Is this a national pattern? I'm going to say, is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Nationality, I'm thinking too.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Maybe it's a sign.
So am I.
I'm missing something. So am I. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange
He
jacket.
takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword, being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that? Or I'm just going to let the lieutenant do his work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
that's a nice-looking shot.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine. What do we need this photo for? Well, it's evidence, so we can ask people about what's going on when we find out, right? Ooh, maybe at the bookstore. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Say nothing. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Got it. He hands you the piece of rolled-up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Let's look him right in the dead, bloated, crazy cataract eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
The writing is great, and also, yeah, I anticipated that description, I believe.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Oh, autoerotic asphyxiation. This man enjoyed his death. Inland Empire, let's go with that. Tell me who you are, dead man. Let's try that one.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Where have you gone? I see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? I hate you. You stink. You're boring. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died? Yeah, that's the question I want to get. I feel like in a lot of games like this, like you only get so many choices, or do I just run through it and we always tick through them? Either way, I'm going to go in the order I want, how I want here. So
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
that's my first thought. First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway? So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
I'm not going to ask because we know. I'm going to say yes.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Yeah, just left here. There's nothing funny about you. You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
I hate you. How about what is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Imagination.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
How about where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
We have our own fascination with death and where we'll end up, so trying to see if we can get any insight into that, I guess. Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Ooh. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a cop Copper Rooney. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions. No, I'm good. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copper Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
This is getting upbeat. Is my name Rooney? Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Who killed you? Can you ask me a question? I hate you. I'm gonna say, why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Ooh. And Copper Rooney. I don't think my name's Rooney. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Well, now we'll go through it. Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney. Rooney is not who I am. I'm Harry. Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I think we're Harry.
No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
Sure. All right. Can you ask me some questions? Yeah.
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Right. Why do we care? Why are we a cop? Why are we anything anymore?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Because he told me to, nod towards Kim. Maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. I'm going to go with the third. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you, slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
All right, well, I hate you. You stink and you're boring. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I will.
Do I remind you of someone?
A deep-sea creature. Myself in the bathroom mirror. Ooh, a baby affected with harlequinism. You don't remind me of anything. I'm going to go with myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Oh, we all end up in the end, right?
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Ah, liver problems, yeah. Well, let's get a drink. Enough, we gotta get out of here.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we need to go dream then. Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing that? I'm going to stop, relax my eyes.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Sure. So we could have, maybe we get more there? Let's go back to it.
As you narrow your
Let's
only
observe,
the lower
and then
extremities.
I'm squinting,
How
Kim.
should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Squint harder. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish. Stop squinting. I don't know either. We're going to squint harder.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Lividity?
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Was his tummy always so distended, or is it from the death?
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I don't know what to think. What do you think? Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises? Ooh, he's beaten up.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their
Throwing
little
rocks.
sport.
That's so funny.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Coin slot. Is that another racist?
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Okay, brutal. Okay, we're gonna say cover your nose. Something is coming out of him.
The pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe we got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death. Goddamn, all right. Turn around and yell. No, I don't. Maybe he went to the toilet.
Maybe.
He doesn't really want to dwell on it too long. I'm going to say, I think he's dead, Bob.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Totally dead. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
Oh, that we figured out. We can figure out the 7-day time of death. I don't know what to think. What do you think? Yeah, let's ask you, buddy.
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck.
He points to his fattened chin.
The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Maybe he was strangled by someone. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Oh, we got to figure that out. Okay, back off, and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Right.
He
So
slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
I can just hear the creak. So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He stops to think, then checks his notes. Step back and have another look first. Let's do
The
that.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's talk to him one more time.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service.
I think we're
Come
good.
back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dream.
I'm trying to get there. Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
All right, can someone else do it? We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor. Oh, you're right. I'm out of ideas. Let's saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
Oh.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
We could shoot it, but I don't have a gun, right? Maybe you could ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider before we commit to it.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Chicken on a skewer. I'm gonna say maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
I don't think that would work either way.
How?
I don't know, just, shoot up there, maybe point towards the branch. Just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Right.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen? Actually, I don't. It has bad idea written all over it. Wait, let me try. Say nothing, let him choose. I don't know how, maybe it's better not to. I'm going to say nothing, let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm going to say nothing. Instead of easy does it, partner, or shoot that motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I'm going to say try again.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
It's okay, man, or get your shit together. I'm just going to say what now, conclude.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the
Go
pistolet.
ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Ooh, feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
That's heavy. No. Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Point the gun at... We don't shoot... You don't close your eye. Give the gun back to the lieutenant. Point the gun at the Kuno's. Close your eye. I'm going to say, let's just roll. Double sixes. Nope. Oh, we put one in the body. Empathy, though.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
Oh, breakthrough imminent, huh? Okay. There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing. I don't want to do this anymore. Start crying. You're sensitive. I'm going to say there's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer. Especially at close range.
He takes his sidearm from you and holsters it.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
No, Kuno, if I can't shoot him down, no one will. Lieutenant, we could entrust Kuno with our service weapon. He says he can shoot it down. That's preposterous. We're not giving the gun to a kid. Guess what, though? He's been throwing those rocks all the time. He might have good aim. I'm going to say, let's do it, Lieutenant.
The lieutenant does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the button on his holster and says,
We still need to get him down, somehow.
His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Okay, good job. We already found a way in the harbor. But it won't it be dangerous? I'm going to say good job.
Hooray for us.
Yeah, but won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
What? Oh, okay. Well, let's get to the kitchen. Get to it then. Get to the kitchen. What do we got here? There we go.
Kingdom of Conscience.
Oh, that's nice.
The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on Earth.
Bonuses, moralist dialogue, options, heal +1 morale. Learning cap for volition raised to 5, learning cap for logic. Something going on with Kuno here, huh? So, unlock, unlock, unlock. How do we unlock them? Oh, we can spend a skill point. What is White Morning, though? -1 authority, little guy gets further and further away. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles. Yeah, do we need that? Temporary research bonus. 4 hours. You know what? I'm going to skip that for now. What was going on with the Kuno thing? Here, hold on. And what's this again? Can we get anything out of these footprints?
In the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
We need to put a skill into visual calculus if we want to try that again. Or prints near video revishal. Oh, so we've gotten a bonus to it, +1. But let's leave for a minute. Let's see here. What do we want to... You know what? Oh, darn it, man. I just feel like we could do something else now, but I'm going to go with empathy again. Now we're maxed out, I think, so then I'll never do it again. How about that? Now, what else? We picked up a tool. Did we? We have those chain cutters, or we got rid of one? I can't remember. Okay, now where's the rest of the armor? Run the number on the victim's armor. We can go to the car. Ask him to tell you about the case. The victim's tattoos, we need to ask around and get the body down. Ask the harbor. And there's a lot going on. Let's, actually, was there anything else with Kuno for a minute?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I have more questions about the crime scene.
The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I feel like there was also a mug.
The
yeah,
fuck?
Let's just get out of here.
A mug in the trash. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Kuno.
Shit, that Kuno
Okay,
doesn't...
let's get out of here.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
I might have questions
whatever.
later.
Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, Kuno, we're done. You'll talk a lot for a long time. I get it. Man, oh, okay, I feel, we have to talk to our guy when we get a chance here. Well, let's run this first, and then let's talk to our guy.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number from a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Okay. What's the ICP?
The International Collaboration Police? They keep detailed records of all military technology produced by licensed manufacturers. That's one of the reasons the Moral Intern spearheaded the creation of the ICP in the first place.
Okay, cool. What's the moral intern?
Officer, as much as I appreciate your efforts to lighten the mood, we both have important work to get back to. Did you have any other serious questions?
No, not yet. Let's be
57,
done.
over and out.
Okay.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
We're closing the door. And let's talk to our boy here for a minute.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
You know what? I was absolutely ready to do that. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for the damages
take care
yet.
of that, then.
But I don't have any money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Yeah, but didn't we have...
Yes?
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it I can't remember. Would you say this is a mysterious case? Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about that pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor.
Oh.
Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Nobody wants it.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it. What's so special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Right. How about that? He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury. Augury? An apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count, or I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified. I'm going to leave it unspecified.
The silence carries.
All right. So what's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps, feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
We might as well say, so you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Why did the 41st send me? Let's use logic. Roll double sixes.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified. I'm going to say dumb brain, I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
No. We're going to use up our stuff there. Tell me the case again. Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single word. Or a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? How about literally anything?
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Oh. Okay.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Right. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? First of all, who's the victim?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is... right. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Okay, that's right. Okay, perfect. Can we go over the preliminary info again? I feel like we kind of did. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant considers your question a moment. Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Or, okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious. Could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Maybe there's a young woman involved. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering? Oh, I guess that settles it then. I'm going to say, oh, that settles it.
Excellent. Was there anything else?
No, actually I have all I need for now, I think. Let's get out of here. Okay, well, we need to go talk to the manager and actually sleep. I want to head back to the bookstore. We can also, I think we can try some things again with our white stuff. On top of, we have to head over and help get that body down from the people at the harbor. And we're going to do it all in the next episode.